surface. Holly, and actually any kind of considerations you would have, and just kind of that vein of questioning.
One of you guys want to talk about sleep?
Yeah, I guess whenever Marvin was talking, I was just thinking about when you leave a car in the garage for like 6 months at a time, that's awful for the car. Like, it has to get moving for all the just things to work. We're made exactly like that. Like, you have to move for your body to feel good, to release the right chemicals, for everything to start moving. And so when you're asking us to kind of separate the spiritual from the physical, everything rolls into each other. So for me, it's hard to tell the difference. They're all so related. Like, the way my day goes through, if I go to bed early enough that I get a good night's sleep, then I'm up to have my quiet time to read my Bible, to get ready for my workout, to eat my healthy meal, to fuel my workout. Like, it's all those disciplines kind of stacked on each other. And that constant movement is what I think, like Marvin was saying, just puts you in that right frame of mind, so your body is
kind of like having a rhythm of life.
It's exactly right.
Oh,
you can say it like a rhythm.
See how that connected?
Yeah, exactly. But it's like the rule of life.
I love the one that.
Basically, the guardrails you're putting up is disciplining yourself to get enough sleep. It's hard to wake up at 4 a.m. unless you went to bed at 8. Then it's pretty easy to wake up at 4 a.m., right? So just all those. Okay, I'm a morning person. So for me, it's
shots fired in the house.
Just being honest, but anyway, just it's that kind of the discipline that you set in place and practice. It's not easy the first couple days, but then it just everything rolls, and then you have that little victory that leads to more victories. It makes it easier to say, yes, I can do that stuff.
I love that. So the goal, I want to be careful. Like, we want to be healthy. We want to be people that are being used by God, conduits of God. The other side of that is where you kind of go into vanity, and your body becomes a god. You know, there's a difference of some gyms that I go to. I look around, and I'm like, man, like, people are there 6 hours a day, and it's like, if their identity is found in that, how do you balance, like, pursuing healthiness, but it also not becoming your body, not becoming your God, and realizing that it's the Holy Spirit in you that is the God. Any kind of advice? I know that wasn't on the paper, but that you would give just in terms of that consideration.
I can speak to that, and this is like a big, loaded discussion, but just to scratch the surface a little bit, I would even, there's so much tension there, I would even encourage you that if that's a fear or concern that you may have, to take a step of faith anyway, and be willing to dive into the things of health, fitness, nutrition. And I think just having that awareness, like, Lord, I want this to be for your glory. I want these tools, these graces to serve me so that I can go out and serve others, which ultimately serves you and brings you glory. And also makes me feel good, which is just grace upon grace. So just being willing to take that leap of faith, and there are so many different other rules of life that we can implement, accountability, with other believers holding us accountable, and just being prayerful through it all. Sometimes you do have to get kind of dragged through the dirt. You know, I've been in a place where exercise has been an addiction for me. I'm an intense person. I love to work out, and it can become too much of like an emotional dependence to have that release, where I in the past would turn to exercise for that primarily versus using it secondary to what God would have for me to come to Him first and use the graces that He gives me as graces, but not Him Himself, if that makes sense. So just, yeah, being willing to take the step into it while also keeping, you know, accountability partners, keeping prayerful through it all, and just surrendering day by day. Yeah, day by day through everything we do, we need to surrender and bring it back to Him. And He's gonna, I believe that He'll honor that and be blessed by that.
I would